Undertaking a really comprehensive stakeholder and related project scan is critical. Research has shown many times that your project is more exposed to changes in the stakeholder or the related project environment than internally within your own project. How many times have you been in front of a steering committee explaining that you've gone red because another project has now delayed which has impacted yours? So let's get this whole idea of stakeholder related project scanning nailed and correct. In terms of related projects, the typical model is a directional one. That is, I'm dependent on you or you're dependent on me. But a much more powerful and insightful model is to look at the nature of the relationship. It's much more revealing. And there's basically 6 types of relationships you're going to need to find out. The first is data. You're building or creating data that another project needs, or they're creating data that you need. So that's a data relationship. You're linked by sharing data. There is a functional or business process relationship. You're building a function or a business process that another project needs, and again, vice versa. There is a staff impact or org impact relationship, really complex. This is one where you're planning to go live at the same time as another project's going to go live into the same stakeholder community. So you've got this danger of overloading that group of people with too much change too quickly. So you've got to look at scheduling there. There is a funding relationship, slightly more sophisticated, but I've seen it, where you're sharing funds with another project, so if they get impacted with cost blowouts, that impacts your funds. Or in a more interesting model, and I've seen this a couple of times, the benefits of a project is being used to fund your costs. So if that project doesn't deliver its benefits, you don't get your costing. Very interesting relationship. There is a technology relationship where a project has to build and install new technology that you're dependent on. But the most complex of all is a shared resource or a resource relationship. You are sharing a critical team member with another project manager. So you might be sharing a BA, but the other project manager delays their schedule, which ties up the BA, who you assumed was coming into your project at a certain stage, and you now had to delay because of that. This type of shared resource relationships caused more problems than almost any I've seen. Analyze the type of relationship you have with other projects and other project managers, rather than just simply look at a directional model. It has been my experience that all related projects typically become critical. There are examples of essential interest party projects, but overall, what you really want to get your head around is where are those critical projects that you have some dependency that's going to affect your project.